your shame, you know you wear it inside. Run away with all your lies, run away in your disguise, you know you don't fool me. You blame me for your boredom, you blame me for your pain.
Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Paul Mash TV. I'm Paul Mash, of course, and our show is getting a little bit better every time, and we want to thank you for doing that. And we'd love to hear from you, so just email us at capital P, lowercase mash, TV, all one word, at gmail.com. And talk to us about whether you want to be on the show, whether you're a fan, and we'd love to hear from you. And feel free to subscribe on that subscribe link right down there, and you'll keep up with all the latest episodes. And also go to instagram.com/PaulMashTV official and follow us there. And there's also Facebook, facebook.com/PaulMashTV, and like the page and keep up with all the latest episodes, and feel free to join in the conversations there. And don't worry about it. We have a closing credit screen, so if you missed anything I just said, stay tuned for that, and we'll recap everything for you at the end of the show. Right now, from Dudley, North Carolina, we have Bob Kennedy, and a very talented country musician, and we're glad to have him on the show. And we'll be with that in just a moment, but right now, let's have a commercial for a Click Jam. Don't go away.
Does anyone know where Lou is? Anyone? Let's jam.
We're fabulous, nobody's doing for the crushed and the broken hearted. We're fabulous, nobody's doing 'cause we can and we just got started. Come on and bang.
Well, hello everybody. It's time for interview time again, and with me from Dudley, North Carolina, we have Bob Kennedy. Thanks for joining us, Bob.
Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. And I guess the first question on my mind, and it's always on my mind with these interviews, is why don't you tell us a little bit about why you decided to become a musician? Everybody has their own story, so let's hear yours.
Well, I've been interested in music as long as I can remember. One of my first memories was my mother when I was in a crib humming songs that were her favorites. She sang hymns to me when she rocked me.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always been interested in music. And in school, as a kid, I sang at a lot of the plays and dramas and stuff like that. In church, I sang as a little child. Teenager, I got a little bashful. But I also was in chorus and band and marching band. Mm-hmm. I've always had the interest. And then after I got about 20, I became interested in songwriting. So for several years, I wrote songs, and nobody really heard them. Then I started performing live, and mainly along the country, southern rock genre, mainly country and traditional over country. And but at the same time, I had a dual career. Well, let me say this. Let me digress. I was signed to an indie label in the 90s, a writer and a songwriter. And I was on that indie label for several years, and it was a good experience. But I never gave up my career, which was prison system. I'm retired from the prison system in North Carolina. Mm-hmm. And, I worked in the prison system. I had to make a decision at one point. My dad got pancreatic cancer. Didn't have a lot of time left. And then at the same time, a baby came. So I didn't re-sign with the label, and then I put my focus. I still performed locally and regionally, and I still performed and wrote. I've always written, but I had to. I put it aside for a while because I was being passed up for promotions and that kind of thing. Because people thought I was going to go full time into music anytime. There was an article or two in the paper, and just my bosses thought I was probably going to go into music full time. So I finished that career. Now I'm ready for the next chapter of my life, which is music, as it always has been, actually.
Well, that's a pretty good story, Bob. I'm glad that you shared that with us. So what about your influences? I mean, I'm sure that some of the oldies but goodies come to your mind, but maybe you have your own as well. So why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the bands that influenced you?
Well, at my age and my era, I had a lot of influences. First of all was church and traditional type music, Southern. You know, I'm Southern, obviously, North Carolina. Little country churches and hymns, that kind of thing. And my first interest was that style, country, bluegrass. As I became a teenager, rock and roll was, you know, everywhere. So I became really interested in rock and roll, and then it kind of evolved into more Southern rock. When Charlie Daniels and Marshall Tucker, Leonard Skinner, that's what I predominantly listened to when I was a teenager. I still listened to country, but I was a little shy in others hearing it because they would poke fun of it at the time. And I was also singing country and stuff, writing country songs. Everything I've ever written seemed to come out country or have a Southern rock twisted or folk type, you know. But that's basically, and I've also been, you know, I love several genres. I don't personally perform that much, but I love other genres. I love blues, and I love rock and roll. I love lots of genres I enjoy. But my preference personally for what I do as a country player, through everything I write, it just comes out country because I'm country, and the songs and I have a lot to pull from in life, as you can imagine. And you know, it just seems to come out a country style.
Okay, well, yeah, and as you explained about the different genres, you know, on this show, obviously we do just about any genre on here, so that's sometimes good to have that. Well, how about? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, what I was going to ask was, have you had any albums in the past, or are you thinking about doing any albums? Maybe some songs that are coming out. Maybe you want to talk about that.
When I was on the indie label, I recorded my own song, collaborations with another writer, and other writers that didn't sing. I recorded those in demos for writers, and several things were released and started a little bit. We got a lot of jukeboxes filled, but nothing major, no major successes. But I had 24 songs published during that time. But so I've had several songs recorded. YouTube, I have probably over 100 songs, about half originals, and some covers that I like. So yes, I have songs in mind. I've probably written 300 or 400 songs. Not saying all are good, but so I'm determining which ones I want to work with, and to make a CD, I want to do it right, and I want it to be right. And so I'm working on a DVD now that I'd like to upload to iTunes and all that. And you know, I just recently became involved with the Choga Records, and Niecy Howard's been a big help, advised me and that type of thing. In some ways, musically, I feel like Rip Van Winkle. You know, I was on that indie label in Nashville in the Nashville days of the '90s. I feel like I woke up in an age full of technology. I'm not learning yet, but I'm learning every day.
Yeah, and that's
to make a long story short, I do intend to I have songs already that I could convert the MP3s into a DVD, but I have a lot of new songs that I feel are even better because I've matured my vocally and my style and who I am over the years.
Exactly.
Singing. So yeah, to answer your question, yes, I intend to do that.
Okay. You know, and as you mentioned, the Coda Records, you know, with Nisi Howard, you know, that's a great family, and I've been with them
Yeah.
almost a year now, so I'm proud to be a part of that. And I guess we're getting ready to play a song with you in just a couple minutes here. It's called "What Makes an Angel Fly." Maybe you can tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, that song is now, it's crude. It's a demo. I also did a video of it and was remixed on the sound. This was when I first got on YouTube after I retired. So it's just me and a guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And I hadn't quite figured out my camera type thing on the phone. So it's a little grainy. But the song itself is basically referring to, it has a twist at the end. It sounds as though I'm talking about myself, but in all actuality, I'm referring to someone else. And I'm the winner of the angel at the end, but it's referring to good women, good people in general in relationships who have given their all, and they're finally crushed and belittled to the point where, you know, they're put down and brought down. And it's referring to that type of thing. And now at the end, they finally meet someone who respects them and treats them. So the angel is the person who is more or less being abused in a relationship. And, you know, the song was playing.
Okay. Well, that's
pretty. Just a rough demo. I had no mic. I had nothing but my phone.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Well,
I have others that were studio produced that I've got on YouTube, and that one was just me. So late one night.
Okay. Yeah, of course, we'll be watching that in just a moment here, but we just want to let you know, I think that's about all we need for right now, but we do appreciate you coming out, Bob, again, and speaking with us for a few minutes here, and maybe one day we'll have you back on the show if you'd like to come back and plug something new.
Anytime, Paul. I appreciate you having me, partner.
Yeah, no problem. And now let's go to that song. Here's Bob Kennedy with What Makes an Angel Fly, right here on Paul Mash TV.
Thank you, brother. All right.
Have you ever wondered what makes an angel spread her wings, fly away to slowly fade into a memory, just like a wounded sparrow searching for a place to cry? If you've ever wondered, a shattered heart makes angels fly. Take it from what's left of a man who held an angel of his own, but let the chill of loneliness turn an angel's heart so cold. He threw away a diamond, and now he'll pay the price. If you ever wonder, a lonely heart makes angels fly. And if you've ever wondered what kind of man makes angels fly, a cheating heart will tear apart. It's only heaven in this life. He'd never seen an angel's wings, he'd never seen an angel fly, until he stood and watched one leave, nothing but the truth behind. He watched her wings slowly growing, a little more with every life. And if you've ever wondered, a lying heart makes angels fly. Thank you, Lord, I found an angel, and I dried the tears he made her cry. I've never seen my angel's wings. I'll never make my angel fly. You no longer have to wonder. Only fools make angels fly.